بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين وبعد فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدى محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. We were reading أحسن الله إليكم. We were reading the condition of the salat. You were reading the condition of the salat, and we had barakallahu fikum completed 4 salawat, and it was remaining the one salah which was salatul fajr, bima'ana awqat as-salah, the time for the salah. And this was the first condition that Shaykh Fawzaan hafidhahullah tabaraka wa ta'ala brought in regard to the shurutus salah, the conditions of the salah. So he mentioned, if we want to revise it real quick about the times of the salawat. طيب, we say that the salatul dhuhr, it starts when? The salatul dhuhr start when? Na'am, Muhammad.
When your shadow is.
You say it in Arabic, please. Now I'm saying this is a good way to study. طيب, read it. اقرأ لنا. أبا إبراهيم عندك؟ وقت الظهر. طيب, فإذا إن شاء الله نقرأ باللغة ونفسر إن شاء الله. Alhamdulillah, this is a good way to aid one another to know Arabic. Because I mean, unless we know a few words, we know a few words in Arabic, and then alhamdulillah, it's good, it's very important that when we speak, instead of saying those words in Arab in our language or in English, alhamdulillah, we say those words we know in English, in Arabic. Fahimt? Like this. And alhamdulillah, that will aid us to, when we listen to the scholars, we will know, and then we utilize those words. Because this is alhamdulillah, a person can really, alhamdulillah, understand Arabic by doing that. By listening, utilizing the small he knows. Especially like when we write, and then we, mark it in our books and stuff like this, and we memorize it, or we use those words. Alhamdulillah, we can, shay'an fa shay'an. Word by word. Alhamdulillah. I mean, really, we could achieve a lot in knowing a little bit of Arabic, insha'Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. And there is no shyness in this, Man jadda wajada. Whoever strive will have it. And whoever, harvest, whoever plant will harvest. As the Arabs, they say. Man jadda wajada. Whoever strive will find its result. طيب, اقرأ لنا الوقت الظهر.
صلاة الظهر.
نعم.
يبدأ بزوال الشمس.
طيب. إلى متى؟ He said the Salatul Dhuhr, it starts when the sun is بزوال الشمس, when the sun, I'm going to let somebody inshallah mention it. كمل.
أي ميلها إلى مغرب.
ميله
المغرب. أن قد مسامة.
أيوة.
وهو دلوك المذكور في قوله تعالى. وهو دلوك.
أيوة.
مذكور في قوله تعالى. أقيم الصلاة لدلوك الشمس.
أيوة. لدلوك الشمس. نعم. بتاي. When is the time for the Salat al-Dhuhr? Ahsanta, when the sun is declined to the west, and
when the shadow is when your shadow is like when the subject, the shadow might.
Ahsanta, when the sun is declining past the zenith, to declining towards the west, and the shadow, barakallahu fikum, is equal to the object. This is when the Salatul Dhuhr starts in, and the time for Dhuhr. طيب, Salatul Asr. The shadow?
The shadow is declining.
Yeah, meaning when the opposite, because the sun is declined to the west, so automatically the shadow will be on your east. Yes, that's automatic. Yes. طيب.
Asr is when the shadow is twice.
Say it one more time.
The asr is for when the shadow is twice.
طيب, when the shadow is more than its object. The shadow is more than the object until when? Until when? Drama?
Until the sun starts to set.
أحسنت, until the sun start to set. أحسنت, until the sun start to set. طيب, how about the Salatul Maghrib? You got it, Peter? Yes, تفضل. The Salatul Maghrib. وقت Salatul Maghrib. Salatul Maghrib.
It's one he said when it's completely dark.
طيب, but it start first somewhere before that. Dukure?
I mean,
Yes, the ghurub al-shams. The ghurub al-shams. When the sun start setting. Yes, until the. Yes.
As what?
It's close enough. A good try.
From something, nothing from the sun can be seen.
Yes, from when till the sun is not to be seen, as mentioned. So therefore the time is when the sun start what? Setting until the sun is not to be seen no more. طيب. So now this is when the barakallah fikum, the sun, the Salatul Maghrib is coming. In the hadith of the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam, when he mentioned, and Shaykh Fawzaan he say, from the hadith of the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam, when he mentioned, إِذَا أَقْبَلَ اللَّيْلِ مِنْ هَا هُنَا, if the night comes from this end, which end is the night coming?
It's in the east.
Yes, very good. The night is coming to this end. Because remember, if the sun is going this way, then that means that the night is coming the opposite way. So the shadow, wherever the shadow is going, because we, as he mentioned, that the Salat al-Dhuhr is when the sun is declining to the west, that means that if it's declined to the west, that it will be darker. It will be dark first in the east. Ahsantum. And this is why the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he say, إِذَا أَقْبَلَ اللَّيْلُ مِنْهَا هُنَا, if the night is coming from this end, meaning from the east. طيب. وَأَدْبَرَ النَّهَارِ مِنْهَا هُنَا, and the sun is setting this way. طيب. If the night is coming this way, from the west, from the east, and the sun is setting from the west, he say, قَدْ أَفْطَرَ الصَّائِمِ. قَدْ أَفْطَرَ الصَّائِمِ. He say that the fasting person is, and he can break his fast. He didn't say Salatul Maghrib, huh? طيب. But that's the same thing, because the Salatul Maghrib is one of the ways of breaking the fast. طيب. And this was barakallahu fikum, as we mentioned, the hadith of, that is muttafaqun alayhi, there is the hadith of Umar ibn al-Khattab radiyallahu anhu wa arda. And both Imam Muslim and Imam Bukhari and Imam Muslim, they brought it. And Imam Muslim, he brought barakallahu fikum this narration. So that's why we say it is muttafaqun alayhi from the hadith of Umar ibn al-Khattab. طيب. So now we talk about the Salatul Isha. That the Salatul Isha, we say that there is two times in Salatul Isha. Ibn, you remember?
No.
طيب. The Salatul Isha has two times. What are those two times of Salatul Isha? The Salatul Isha has two times. Al-Qarnaini. Ahsanta, the optional time and the obligatory time. Barakallah fikum. The optional time and the obligatory time. طيب. Anybody can make when that salah, the time of the obligation, or and the obligatory time, or the optional time. Anybody can detail for us? I would like for you to detail it.
No. The optional time is up until half the night, and the obligatory time is up until the third.
طيب.
Or the last third. That's what I'm saying.
First obligatory time is.
Or switch.
Obligatory time is at the dawn.
He said the obligatory time is start when?
At the time the dawn until.
No, the thing about it, when the adhan starts. This is the issue. When the adhan starts for Maghrib, for Isha. When does the Maghrib, the Isha time starts? When? Mata Dhul Qarnaini. If you look at your notes, it was put in it.
The optional is up
No, I'm saying, when is the time for Isha start? Let's deal with that first.
When the red.
Ahsanta, very good. When there is no more red light strips on the horizon to be seen no more. طيب, there is no more red strips on the horizon to be seen no more. طيب, there is no more red strips on the horizon. This is when the adhan of Isha will be barakallahu fikum started. طيب. And for alhamdulillah, if a person he lives like in a plain area, like in where there is no what you call it, high-rise buildings and the like. But if a person, let's say he lives in a mountain area where he can really see, from the, he can have like a very wide range of view from the horizon, he'll be not seeing no red, twin light. طيب. So this is when the Salatul Isha starts. طيب. So now let's deal with the obligation, the obligatory time. The obligatory time. When does the obligatory time? Yani from where to when? We know from where already. Naam, Drami.
From the end of the Maghrib,
طيب.
all the way to the third of the night.
From all the way to the third of the night. This is where the
Optional time.
the optional. He said the optional. So therefore, from the end of Maghrib all the way to the third, the first third, the second third, or the last third? The first third. طيب. طيب. How about the obligation? The obligation time.
Starts from the first third.
From the first third to the half of the night. Ahsantum. So we recap it again, that the time for Isha, it starts when time for Maghrib ends. And time for Maghrib ends when there will be no red strip on the horizon at all. And the first time is the optional time. It starts from that time all the way to the first third of the night. This is the optional time. طيب, meaning any time from that time you can pray. But the obligation, barakallahu fikum, if you pass these time, that you will be what? You will be sinful. Meaning from the first third all the way to the first half. From the first third all the way to the first half, this is where the barakallahu fikum, the obligation, the obligatory time comes in. طيب. So therefore, بقي لنا صلاة الفجر. متى يبدأ صلاة الفجر? This is what barakallahu fikum is left for us. And we all know the hadith of the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam when he mentioned that if it was not that he wanted something that is a mashaqqa, like a difficulty for his ummah, that he will delay the Isha for them. He will delay the Isha for him. But rather, barakallahu fikum, here as Shaykh Fawzaan he mentioned that if it is a mashaqqa or it is a difficulty for the people, then they pray the salah in the very beginning of the time, meaning the beginning of the optional time. And this is, alhamdulillah, majority of the masajid, this is what they pray. But let's say if one was, whatever the case, at work or whatever situation, then alhamdulillah, the best time is to delay the Isha until the obligatory time, meaning between the first third of the night all the way to half of the night. طيب. So two things, barakallahu fikum, as Shaykh Fawzaan mentioned, he said that certain things are disliked. Anybody remember those things that were disliked? Brahma? To sleep before the Isha, the first one. The second one?
To involve in vain talk after.
Ahsanta, to involve in vain talk before, after Isha. Is there istisna in this? Yes, faddal.
He said because the reason for it is not to mess the individual.
Right, for the individual to get ready, so he will come up in the morning and he will be having nashata, he will be ready. He will not be like a sleepyhead, in the morning or the like. طيب. So here he mentioned barakallahu fiqh, and likewise ويكره النوم قبل صلاة العشاء. Yes, right here. Barakallahu. طيب. So he mentioned ويكره, who said that? Drama said it, yeah, you in your car. But he mentioned here that it is disliked to pray, to sleep before Salatul Isha, meaning to go to sleep after Maghrib. طيب. So therefore, the Shaykh Hafidhullah, he said, وَيُكْرَهُ النَّوْمُ قَبْلَ صَلَاةِ الْعِشَاءِ, that it is disliked to pray, to sleep before the Salatul Isha. طيب. So he mentioned